Got my list all set. Please check, see. All right, yeah, guys, we are live, guys. What is going on? As always, this is the Club of the Man, 1993, coming at you. Now, so earlier this week, I mentioned don't expect a special live stream for me this week. I wasn't planning on really doing one because I just have a lot to just trying to get done this week. I've just had a very exhausting week because I'm going on vacation next week. A lot I'm just trying to, stay up to date on as far as my other responsibilities in my life right now. I have to work on Saturday. I have a bunch of events on Sunday to attend, and of course, then on Monday I'm gonna be packing up and getting ready to leave. So I didn't think I was gonna do a live stream tonight, but then I thought about what? Nah, do it. Just do it, Mike. Just do it for the heck of it. You'll have fun, and you'll get to talk with people, and just because I've had this one in mind for a while. So I don't know if any of you guys remember back before Fastlane, I'd say it was, where I did a SmackDown Live top 10 list. Remember how they said that first week over the top 10 people that should be getting, opportunities on the SmackDown Live roster, and it ends up being a top 10 list of the top 10 superstars on the brand. Congratulations. What did that accomplish? So now I'm going to make my own list. I'm going to make my own list of opportunities, people who deserve opportunities or even deserve better than they deserve. So I'm going to do that, but I want to wait until after the Superstar Shakeup to put down that way who's on which brand pretty much. Now, some people want to look. Here's the thing. I don't think, let me see here. I did not include I did not include recent NXT call-ups, like guys like Ember Moon, or Authors of Pain, or No Way Jose, or Andrade. I didn't include any of them because they're just coming up there. So I'm hoping to get opportunities, but I didn't want to include them on the list because I wanted to focus on superstars who definitely got most of them were moved during the shakeup, and I want to see guys, people who could benefit and get their careers off the ground, or get farther than they really should be in their careers. So those are the people I put on this list. But feel free, guys, if anybody's in the live chat as well, to share your thoughts on these Superstar Shakeups as well. Let me see here. Let's see what we have in the live chat so far. I had some people leaving some stuff already. Okay, Lauren is in the live chat saying, "Love my stream so far." Thank you, Lauren. She's also put up my thoughts about the Superstar Shakeup. Please do so. I'll be glad to share my thoughts on this as well. Sure thing, definitely. SmackDown definitely won the shake without a question. Oh, no doubt about it. SmackDown gained so much. SmackDown is stacked big time right now. At least the rosters now are a little bit more evened out, I feel. SmackDown more so took the stars. Raw took the ones that are just, struggling right now. Well, most of them for the most part. And then he says, stars on Raw who deserve opportunities are Mickie James, sure. Sasha Banks, definitely. Finally, her and Bayley finally to figure out something what's going on with them. Finn Balor, most definitely. Chad Gable, yes, we'll be talking about him. Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, and when he returns, Dean Ambrose. Are you reviewing the Superstar Shakeup? What's up, Hassan? This is not really the review of the Superstar Shakeups. I already did kind of talk about them both my Raw and SmackDown reviews earlier this week. This is just me more so just sharing just the top 10 each brand that deserve opportunities, I feel, or more than they should be getting, in my honest opinion. Stars who are on SmackDown opportunities are Randy Orton, okay, Shinsuke Nakamura, sure, Jeff Hardy, yes, Samoa Joe, The Bar, Becky Lynch, Asuka, Gallows Anderson, Big Cass, and Daniel Bryan. Nice. And she also forgot Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre for Raw, and the Bellas return also, sure, saying hello to Hassan. You can't see my face. You can't see me. You can't see me. Raw had a lot of weak picks. Yeah, Ross definitely screwed up. I already did my review on the shakeup. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Can hear Mike, but can't see your face. What's going on here, guys? SmackDown Live is truly the A show again. Raw is full of jobbers, and SmackDown Live is star quality, pretty much for the most part right now. Why can't Lauren see me? Lauren, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? You can see me. Can you see me? Can you see me? What are you playing? Peekaboo? Run like here. Like I'm a big fat bull of fruity pebbles. Make my rock reference really quick here. But yeah, hopefully this it fixes it up, because for some reason my let me see. Let me turn the camera off. Turn it back on for a second. Can you see me now? And not try from your iPad or whatever. But yeah, it's real strange. But yeah, guys, thank you again for tuning in. into the stream. But I'll get started with my lists. And again, you guys can leave your thoughts in the live chat as well, and anything else you want to discuss tonight as well. Also, as I give you guys, I'm calling this the title, the true WWE top 10 lists for Raw and SmackDown Live, in my honest opinion. Again, feel free to leave yours as well. Hassan said Raw might still push Corbin and Breezango or Tyler Breeze should he go bad, and maybe Drew. I would definitely like to see those guys definitely get opportunities. She still can't see me. She can hear me, but she can't see me. Wow, that's very weird. And P.S. It's the Club of the Man, not the Club of the Ma'am. The Club of the Ma'am. That's my mother, probably. That's not. But yeah, sorry, made a joke there. Anyways, let's get right to it here. So I will start with my top 10 lists from Raw. Now, again, there's guys definitely like on Raw, like Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Matt Hardy. Several other veterans who I feel have already gotten success that definitely still deserve more big moments there as well. I did not include them though on this list though, because I feel that there's other talent that haven't gotten quite to those moments yet that include it. So guys like Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose or like Bobby Lashley also. But I expect Bobby Lashley to be getting opportunities, and he better be getting the opportunities. So I didn't put those guys on this list. I put the guys on the list I just feel this need to get to that next level, or the opportunities, or have already had opportunities but just need to do something about it now for the most part. Anyways, so starting with the Raw top 10 list. Now my number 10, now this is going to sound like a really weak pick, but I honestly was kind of invested in this guy after he had a pre-show match on one of the SmackDown Live pay-per-views last year, because I saw a lot of the they didn't really share them on SmackDown at all, but there was a lot of videos he's posted online on Twitter or Instagram that I kind of thought he delivered promos pretty well. I thought this guy actually does have some potential. I feel, in my honest opinion, I think Mojo Rawley, at least this year, deserves some type of a mid-card push, at least. Now, I know people are saying Mojo is not really that great, and I understand people feel that, but I was pretty impressed with, the promos that he cut and his deliveries and everything. And, I think he does have, the build to be definitely at least, a good mid-card star for this year, at least. Not a world champion yet, but I think he's somebody I would be interested in seeing him get more opportunities than he really is already getting. So number 10 is definitely Mojo Rawley for me. Number 9 on my list is the glorious Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode had a great run down at NXT and as a heel. That's it. He was a heel down at NXT. They brought him to the main roster as a babyface. I get it. People would give positive reactions to him and whatnot, but I don't think it's working for him as a babyface. I think he needs to go back to being a heel. He has that Miz type character. Well, not completely, because he's not a complete coward like the Miz, but he's just has the arrogance and such like the Miz, like the Miz does pretty much. I think he'll work a lot better as a heel. So hopefully on Raw he can get something going there. I mean, I know Raw has more talent, but there's a lot more talent on Raw now that aren't really with big star power. Like last year's Superstar Shakeup, Raw got almost everybody that was the biggest star power for the most part from SmackDown Live, with the exception of a few of them. So I hope Bobby Roode can at least maybe start getting something going on Raw. Though also he had a so-so run with the U.S. title, but he definitely can be a lot better than SmackDown presented him. So I'd say my number 9 is Bobby Roode. My number 8 is a team that seems like they're getting somewhere, but they seem like that they're every time they're getting closer, they get cut off at the last second, pretty much. And that's the Revival. The Revival was my tag team of the year personally from 2016. They're just a great heel tag team that they look legitimately tough to beat with psychology. I mean, yes, they're not the most skilled in-ring technicians for the most part, but the great psychology they play, no flips, just fists. They were definitely threats to be dealt with, and I think they definitely have had bad luck on the main roster so far, with each of them suffering decently lengthy injuries. So I would like to see hopefully them maybe get something going as well, especially with the depth on the Raw tag team division now not really looking so good. Honestly, I mean, you have now the Woken family with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. I mean, Breezango, maybe they'll do something with them since they gave them a big victory. It wasn't really big, but a cheap victory over the Bar, and just a few other tag teams. Well, Office of Pain are there now also, so I mean, hopefully they'll get a great run like they did down NXT until they start saying they're welcome. But so I would like to see the Revival also get something going on Monday Night Raw as well. Number 7 on my list. Now, this one is definitely, I didn't want to put this one. I mean, I could put this one higher. I'm going to sound like a complete hypocrite because my numbers 1 and 2 are guys that have definitely been on the main roster for a little while longer that have at least something going, but they're just having, capitalizing it. But this is one that, definitely, I feel like could have put a little bit higher on the list, but I didn't want to, take it away from the other, superstars that definitely deserve more opportunities. But my number 7 is Braun Strowman. How do you have a guy who literally destroyed Roman Reigns in their feud, and somehow lost to Brock Lesnar, but can flip over a semi, and he survived an ambulance accident pretty much, do all this stuff, he built like a legitimate monster who eliminated everybody except for Roman Reigns and himself in the Elimination Chamber. How do you have not given this guy any type of title whatsoever? I mean, I get the sky was too high for him to be, a mid-card champion. I mean, no offense, it's a match him, The Miz at WrestleMania probably would not have been, in anybody's favor. But he should have been a world champion. And now, ever since he lost to Roman, he's still, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. Braun Strowman is still entertaining. I mean, even though he's someone that you look forward to seeing him just rip things apart and just destroy things or pull down sets on top of Brock Lesnar and Kane or whatnot. He still at least is funny when he's given time on the microphone. I noticed he's getting more time with that lately. But ever since then, I feel like they've just toned him down or something like that. And I feel like he's just nothing more but just an entertainment attraction now. Yes, the Symphony of Destruction with Elias, that was entertaining, but you have him go after the Raw tag titles against the team that no doubt about it, was the best tag team on Raw within the past year, and you have them lose to get squashed by him, and his tag team partner was Nicholas Cone, John Cone's son. It just showed that how they don't take that division seriously. And then the next night on Raw, they have Braun relinquished him. So is it time maybe we start, being serious about Strowman getting, title opportunities and maybe winning a world championship within the next year, something like that? So it's not to slow down him. So that's why I put my number 7 as Braun Strowman, because yes, he's definitely succeeded. Yes, he's definitely made himself to a top star, but the WWE needs to capitalize on it as well by giving him the titles that he deserves and not just giving him consolation prizes with the Raw tag titles. I'll do one more and then I'll check the live chat. My number 6 is someone who's part of a tag team we just talked about that's now on Raw. And I don't expect this guy to ever be a world champion, but I did think, his run at NXT showed he could at least be a solid mid-carder at least. But Tyler Breeze, I just thought he was really talented in NXT. He put on some really great matches with Justin Thunder Liger at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1. I think he had another match with Apollo Crews. I think it was NXT TakeOver Respect. It was a very underrated match for NXT also, and a few others. I mean, his feud with Ziggler was all right when he first had, wasn't really that great, but they just went nowhere with him afterwards. And last year, when they got that strange, it was strange, I say, that him and Fandango got a tag team opportunity because it was a beat the clock challenge with a match before that it was between American Alpha and I can't remember who who they were facing, but it was a match that you would expect to get like 5 or 10 minutes. Where the match they had, Breezango and the Essential, was a match you expect to last like just 2 minutes. It would be like a jobber squad match. And that's what got them a tag title shot. And I'll give them, they were entertaining with the Fashion Files. But then once they got to Battleground, the Fashion Files just started going nowhere. And before you know, nobody cared anymore. So, I mean, whether Tyler Breeze is still with Fandango or we have, what's it called? Or we have them split up. Tyler Breeze is definitely deserves opportunities as a singles competitor as well, because I know he can do it. He was awesome in NXT. So let me check on my list right now. let's see. I got to let's check on here. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Everybody can see me except for Lauren. Fashion Police should just leave. I mean, they're so good that I don't want to see them leave in general. I mean, if anything, at least Fandango can go because I've never really been that impressed with him. Dakota Veers, you just recently described me. What's up? Thank you for joining the stream. Your list will probably be right. I hope so. Let me log off for a second, see if it'll work when I get back. I'll be just a minute. I'm a guy, but thank you. Hi. My bad, Dakota. Time to troll. Jinder eliminates Daniel Bryan at the greatest Royal Rumble. Hassan, please, 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 my friend. Please, my friend. Please. Don't give WWE any ideas. Don't give Road Dogg any ideas. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch the greatest Royal Rumble live, but if that happens, you'll probably see me react the same way I reacted when Bryan got eliminated so early in the 2015 Royal Rumble. He didn't have to win that Rumble again, but he could have at least lasted longer than he did. Do not give him any ideas by having will Jinder even be in the match since he's going to be in the U.S. title match against Jeff Hardy? I mean, he still could be, but I'm not sure. But no way. Yeah. Don't even say Jinder eliminate Daniel. My speaker is low now. Man. Braun is so undervalued. Definitely is Dakota. It is a fat chance, honestly, that Jinder will win, let it alone. He better not even win that. No. Bobby Lashley winning the greatest Royal Rumble. I'd be cool with that as well. Now you can't hear me. Lord, what's going on? It's been leaked that either him or Daniel Bryan. Well, I'm fine with either one of those. Everybody's fine with them. Imagine Batista. Sure, I wouldn't mind seeing Batista as a surprise return. We're already getting Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho. A few others, apparently Great Khali's on the poster. Why? Why? Not the Great Khali. Lesnar facing Lashley at SummerSlam. Yes. I hope not. I hate Lesnar. I hope Reigns beats him. I just don't understand why they're doing the match again between the two of them. At this point, I would rather have just had Lashley just take the title off of Lesnar later this year. Instead, we're having another match between Brock and Roman. Again, I gave it a chance at WrestleMania, but it stunk. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Don't want to see it again, but don't really care about the match. Do you think Dean or Jordan will turn heel upon return? She thinks it's going to be Jordan. I mean, I think it could be both of them, honestly. I mean, they're both are due for heel turns. Well, storyline wise with Jason Jordan, Dean Ambrose, I just think his face run is done. I think he just ran out of options. They need to turn him heel because he just needs something fresh to do. Definitely. The only is I'm just not sure what story they would go with him turning heel. I mean, the story is there for Jason Jordan, but not for Dean Ambrose. I feel. If those of you guys have any ideas, you can pitch to me in the live chat. Please let me know. Get that title off Lesnar DX. I don't like. Lauren doesn't like either Roman or Lesnar. Jordan and Dean will be turning up on Rollins. She can hear me now. My bad, and you were a girl. No worries. So you think both will turn together? I think so. Lesnar will lose the title. How can Lesnar lose the title to Lesnar? Might be a little bit of a typo there. Yeah, Jericho has been rumored for a while, but we didn't know for sure he'd show up before it was announced. Jordan first, then Dean, possibly. You mean Lashley, right? Yeah, Khali is advertised for Saudi Arabia. Khali is on the poster. He's probably going to be in the greatest Royal Rumble. No. Guys, I literally had no reaction at all when he came out last year when I watched Battleground. Literally, I was just sitting on my bed watching the show. As soon as I saw Khali, I literally just got up, walked to my bathroom, shut the door, thought I was going to puke, and I just screamed, "Why?" Ah, man. So if he comes at Saudi Arabia, whatever. Just whatever. It's going to be 50 people in the match. I'm sure we're going to expect others. Dean should have went to SmackDown in the shakeup. Women should have an idea. He did good on SmackDown last year. And Lesnar will lose to Lashley. But he better lose to Lashley at this point. At this point, just get the freaking title off of Brock. At this point, I'd rather see it go on Lashley than Roman at this point. Final four in the Rumble. Final four. Lashley and Bryan. Not sure. I gotta think about that one a little bit more. But with that being said, guys, keep the stuff coming in the live chat. I will continue to go with my list here. But so far, my list from 6 to 10, well, from 10 to 6, it is Mojo Rawley, Bobby Roode, The Revival, Braun Strowman, and Tyler Breeze. That's my list so far. My number 5, there have been rumors about this guy still getting a big upcoming push, apparently, because Vince McMahon is still hot. And I kind of hope he does, because I was invested in this guy big time until they just cut off his momentum right around SummerSlam last year. And ever since then, he's just been like trying to tread water and just haven't been able to quite stay afloat pretty much. That's Baron Corbin. I was surprised that they drafted Baron Corbin to Raw, because I always feared that Baron Corbin going to Raw would easily put him in the doghouse. I feel like he would just easily get lost in the shuffle. He probably would be the guy having matches with Titus O'Neil left and right, and the show main event that is I'm talking about. But now, of course, with the talent that's brought over the Raw, I mean, he's definitely probably one of the best ones that's brought over. So I mean, I think he could probably use some fresh against some higher quality guys with Seth Rollins, or you hear a few with Dean Ambrose, which that was a pretty good feud. Wish they would have did a better match for them, besides just a regular singles match at WrestleMania. Got put on the freaking pre-show. But we're not gonna go there. Yeah, I still definitely think he has potential. I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing him feud with some guys like Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, even Bobby Lashley. Not Brock. I'm done with Brock. Even Braun Strowman. He was the one who eliminated Braun Strowman in the Royal Rumble in 2017, which I was cool with that. I'm like, okay, if anybody's going to eliminate Braun Strowman, because I knew Braun was going to win the match, at least have it be Corbin pretty much. So I'm high on Corbin as well. I'm interested in definitely him getting a big push as well. So I think I would like to see him get more opportunities and being pushed as well. So my number 5 is Baron Corbin. Number 4 is somebody who was brought up to the main roster way, way, way too early. No doubt about it, definitely. He only had like a 9-month run down in NXT. He should have been an NXT champion. He could have been a mid-card champion this time. Maybe even a world champion built up properly. But someone who I think has just a lot of potential. Heck, I wouldn't even mind seeing him have a match with Bobby Lashley again. I think that both of them are similar in styles pretty much. And of course, I'm talking about. I'm talking about Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews. I mean, I know he's lacking character. That's his problem. He's lacking character. And yeah, by the way, also I said Apollo Crews. Crews can't lose. You remember that slogan, guys? Because apparently he's allowed to have his Crews back. He even had the shirt this week also when he was on Raw this week. Whenever McIntyre and Ziggler beat him down. Which those are two other guys that that are honorable mentions. Definitely Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler deserve the opportunities as well. But again, then again, Drew McIntyre doesn't quite count for NXT call because this is more of his WWE return. So he's definitely honorable mention. Ziggler also, the WWE will just give him a chance pretty much. But I'm worried they're not going to. But I'm interested in what the tag team's going on. But getting way off subject here. Anyways, Mr. Crews can't lose. He's a great wrestler, just needs to develop a character. It may be better for him to turn heel on honestly, and invest in a heel character in that way. Because I mean, yes, I would still continue to go with the whole argument that we all make of how they can't book a purebred babyface, which is true. But Apollo Crews thing was somebody who never was meant to be just a purebred babyface. I would be interested to see him getting a heel run as well. Talented wrestler, just needs to develop a character though. But I definitely think he definitely deserves opportunities. I thought him being on SmackDown when the brand split first came back was a great idea for him, but they didn't really capitalize on it. Like that and the tag team division, unlock SmackDown for in the Ryan Ward era. It was the only two things I didn't like about SmackDown. Didn't give Apollo Crews many opportunities, and the tag team division at the time just sucked. Now the tag team division on SmackDown's good. Even this past year, during its bad stage, the tag team division on SmackDown was great. And now it's freaking stacked now with so many great tag teams. My goodness. But yeah, my number 4 is Apollo Crews. Number 3 is somebody who is going to be wrestling as a singles competitor. Now, I wanted him and his tag team partner to go over to Raw because I'd be interested to see if they're some type of alliance form with a heel Jason Jordan pretty much. But they may go into a different direction now with this guy since he's just a single star. But I'm talking about Chad Gable. My goodness, when Chad Gable has been giving opportunities in singles matches, especially one he had last year against Rusev, he's shown me he has great singles potential. He could easily be he's a heel right now, but he could be a great, underdog babyface type character. I feel definitely with his Olympic background and everything like that. And this guy's got a lot of talent. If anybody who got moved over to Raw as a single star that definitely needs like an upstart big time, I think Chad Gable would be a great valuable choice to go after. Also, I mean, he could even have a feud with Jason Jordan sometime this year also on like a B pay-per-view. When am I seeing it as well? We had Shelton Benjamin. Well, I'm sorry. Let me fix that for a second. Shelton Benjamin kind of called him out on SmackDown, saying that Chad needed him. He never needed Chad, pretty much. He didn't mean anything he said. His Twitter account was hacked with that tweet posted wishing Chad the best of luck going to Raw. So I mean, that's why I predicted a pre-show match in my Backlash predicted match card. Which check that out, guys, if you haven't done so yet. So I wouldn't mind seeing Chad Gable also get a really big push. I mean, of anybody who is just starting out in their singles run on Raw, Chad Gable is somebody I definitely would like to see him get a great singles run as well. I feel bad. I didn't really mention any women on this list as well. I mean, there's Ruby Riott definitely deserves opportunities, but she's thrown into a terrible stable with the Riot Squad. I agree about Sasha and Bayley. They've already gotten opportunities so far. So that's why there's not really anybody too fresh in the women's division that's really, been stuck on, well, Ember Moon, of course, also deserves opportunity, but again, she just came up as well. But I just don't want to sound like I was being a sexist or anything like that by not mentioning any women. I mean, I think there is 2 on the SmackDown side, but Raws I didn't, which I do kind of feel bad for. That I apologize, I didn't. But because most of the women on Raw have had opportunities, I feel. I mean, some of them definitely deserve better in their game. Like Sasha Banks deserves a nice long title reign. I don't know why they had this history of her constantly, not being able to retain her title in any title matches she wrestles. But we'll see what happens with that. But topic. My number 3 was Chad Gable. Number 2, the man who won the Universal Championship, the debuting Universal Championship when it happened, Finn Balor. So Finn Balor came up to Raw his first night out, July 25th, 2016, right here in my hometown of Pittsburgh, PA, which is, I'm still mad I wasn't able to go to that show live, because that show was awesome. Finn Balor getting his rocket ship launched to the top, into the main event scene. I'm like, this is well-deserved. He had a great, iconic run down at NXT as the NXT champion for 292 days, guys. And then he gets injured in his match at SummerSlam, still finishes the match and wins the title, has relinquished it, and he still has not gotten that rematch that he well deserves. Why not? Why aren't they giving him that opportunity, this rematch? I don't know why. I wouldn't mind him winning the IC title at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm cool at Seth won. I would have been fine with Miz retaining also. But it's time also we definitely just capitalize on Finn Balor, because this guy is talented. And yes, they definitely watered him down a little bit. He's definitely fallen off a little bit. I'm sorry, his feud with Bray Wyatt was not that great at all. No, it was not. And thank God. I mean, no offense, I hate to see, Bray Wyatt be sick with the mumps like he was for TLC. But no offense, that was the best thing that could have happened to him. Because that match they were supposed to have at TLC, the Pumpkin King and Bray Wyatt in drag, could have killed their careers completely. That feud already was going absolutely nowhere. And it could have gone so much further if Robbie's in the live chat. I haven't checked the live chat in a while. Robbie's idea of pulling off a double turn by having, Bray Wyatt just, give Finn Balor to, take in the demon. And he gets so powerful that he ends up going after Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt realized that he made this mistake and he needs to slay the creation that he made, pretty much causing a double turn in some ways. Nope, that feud couldn't go anywhere. But my goodness, 292 days as NXT champion, just for him to do almost absolutely nothing up on the main roster. Well, they were going to until he got injured, but then they've given him that mandatory rematch. Yeah, all these other guys, Roman Reigns, for crying out loud, lost, got his ass kicked at WrestleMania, and for no reason at all, even the character himself doesn't know why he's getting another match. It's getting another match at the greatest Royal Rumble. But Finn Balor has not yet gotten the rematch. Yet he was also in a number 1 contenders match at Extreme Rules last year for the Universal title. Again, that's why I ranted on it a few weeks ago. What is up with these title opportunities? They are so inconsistent. Again, Nia Jax got a title opportunity because Alexa Bliss bullied her, but Nia Jax lost how many times in a row? I'm happy Nia won. I mean, outside of that bill was still good for what it was, but still, she could have earned it another way besides just getting bullied and getting handed opportunities because she got bullied. It makes no sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Finn Balor should at least have his rematch. Yes, if he lost, okay, he lost, but he doesn't have his rematch yet. And we're going on, it'll be 2 years since he had to relinquish that title in August. It doesn't make any sense to me, guys. It really does not. Heck, even if they want to have Finn Balor and Roman Reigns feud, if Roman Reigns happens to win the Universal title off of Lesnar at Greatest Royal Rumble, cool. At least he has his rematch. They two of them put on good matches anyways in the past, especially that match on the main event of that July 25th, 2016 episode of Raw. One of the greatest episodes of Raw I've ever seen, not including the Raw after WrestleMania. But that is my number 2, Finn Balor. My number 1. Now, again, this is a superstar that's been up on the main roster for 2 years now. He finally got somewhere after a heel turn last fall. But I still think the WWE just needs to capitalize on him for once. Just finally do it. He's doing an excellent job as a heel. He's somebody else that the WWE just failed to book him as a purebred babyface, because that's all he was in NXT, and that's how he's been most of his career. But it's time to capitalize and put some title around this man, because he is talented on the microphone and in the ring. What else do you want from him? Of course, you know what I'm talking about. Sami Zayn. How did Sami Zayn go from beating Kevin Owens at Battleground 2016, winning the rivalry, to be put on the pre-show to the next pay-per-view, and then a week after SummerSlam, not even a month afterwards, Kevin Owens is winning the Universal title? I mean, Kevin Owens is like at the main event level. He's a guy that could easily be in a world championship feud like whenever, pretty much at this point. Sami Zayn had a few title opportunities, involved with the handicap match and the six-pack challenge at Fastlane, but it's time. Even if you want to put the tag titles on him and Owens, awesome. That'd be great. Put the mid-card title on, Intercontinental title, U.S. title, whatever it is. Cool. Do it. Have a feud with Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. They would. I guess Robbie's watching me because he just tweeted me a photo of a pumpkin saying I just found Finn Balor, but I'll definitely look at the live chat in a second, guys. But yeah, this guy is talented. He was a great babyface in NXT, and yes, I'll give him. He's doing a great job as a heel right now. But what are you guys waiting for? What are you guys waiting for? Like, how much longer are we going to have to suffer through Sami Zayn not getting like that big moment that he's finally been well deserving? He's lost at the 2 WrestleManias he's been a part of. He was in the Andre the Giant, I believe, last year at WrestleMania 33, I believe it was. It's time. Sami Zayn has made himself a main eventer. He's gotten to the main event scene with this heel turn. I think it's time he definitely gets some sort of title. It doesn't have to be the world title. It could be him and Owens could run up the tag titles. He could definitely feud with Seth Rollins for Intercontinental title. Just something else. It's time. If anybody deserves it to be capitalized on the most besides Finn Balor, it's definitely Sami Zayn. It's time. We definitely take Sami Zayn more seriously also. Darn it, the Pirates lost. Never mind. But yeah, before I look at the live chat, my top 10 list for the Raw side. Number 10, Mojo Rawley. Number 9, Bobby Roode. Number 8, The Revival. Number 7, Braun Strowman. Number 6, Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. Number 5 is a lone wolf, Baron Corbin. Number 4 is Mr. Cruz Can't Lose, Apollo Crews. Number 3 is Chad Gable. Number 2 is Finn Balor, not the Pumpkin Demon. And number 1 is Sami Zayn. That is my list. Let's see what we got there. Let's see what we got here. I got to catch up on these live chats. Let's see here. I gotta get caught up here. So many stuff. Let me see your final 4. I think Lashley, Bryan, Orton, and Jericho be the final 4 for the Greatest Royal Rumble. That's cool. AJ versus Nakamura. That's happening there. The final 4 will be Lashley, Bryan, Jeff, and Mysterio. Nice choice there, Dakota. Jeff is defending his title against Jinder. He better retain. Mysterio, they don't know when he's returning, sadly. Yeah, it's probably going to be a one-off. Yeah, but he will still be in the Rumble. Hey, Rob, what's up? Rob says, well, Mike, looks like I'll have to watch more SmackDown Live in order to get some of that crunchy, creamy, soft, baked Zelina Vega ice cream flavor. Robbie, what's up, man? Glad I got that. Wonder, how did you enjoy the match that Zelina Vega had with Candice LeRae last night at NXT, by the way? I don't know who would make it to the Final 4 or Orton. he always lasts. Don't put Dolph and Roman in a feud. I mean, it could be different if they're going to take Dolph Ziggler seriously. What do you think of Cena versus Triple H? I mean, I know Cena and Triple H probably have had matches that's like 10 years ago, but I never really got to see it live. So I actually kind of am looking forward to seeing that match happening. Yeah, I know Nikki broke off the engagement with Cena. Are any women competing in the Rumble event? That's actually a good question. I am not sure. Dakota's now saying actually it'll be Lashley, Bryan, Orton, and Braun. Not bad, Dakota. Lauren thinks Cruz sucks. Sorry, no worries. Robbie says, hey, Mike, did you talk about the split of Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin? Yep. Yes, I did, Robbie. That's going to be epic, Dakota. No, Saudi Arabia don't let women compete for real. They don't believe in women working. That's complete bullcrap. SmackDown Live is definitely watchable compared to Raw. That is true, Lauren. It's wrong. Definitely not sure. It's what I heard. I hope Jeff gets a push. Yep. Do you think Rusev will lose the Taker? He's losing the Taker, no doubt about it, unfortunately. Gable face turns soon. I think it's gonna. I think that's gonna happen. Rob says, Mike, Kurt Angle and Chad Gable dream team needs to happen. Sure, I definitely wouldn't mind that. Again, if it's going to lose a match between Gable and Jordan, a squash and Cena will beat Triple H, like you said. I mean, it probably was going to happen. Kurt's Chad's mentor, given their similar styles. Yes, definitely. Hi, Robbie. Your Zelina final debut. Yes, she did. Chad should have been announced as Kurt's son instead of Jason. I agree, definitely, with his Olympic background. I think it would have worked a lot better. Am I the only one that doesn't like Andrade? I understand why you wouldn't. I understand why you wouldn't like Andrade, Dakota. I mean, definitely, but I personally think he's gotten a heck of a lot better ever since him and Vega were paired. I agree before he wasn't really much of anything at all, but ever since him and Zelina got paired up, they've been rocking it. Dean heel turn, please. Yes. Lauren doesn't like Andrade at all. Vince doesn't like Finn because he doesn't think he's over enough. Yeah, I heard that. That is complete bullcrap. Complete bull. He sucks at promos. I hope though he finally pushes Dolph Ziggler. Finn for champ. Yes. Dolph deserves better. Yes. Kane in the Rumble. I think he's in the Rumble. I'm not sure. He stays dedicated to them. Finn and Orton should have swapped, and Bray should not have moved to Raw last year. I agree. Bray should have stayed on SmackDown last year. Kane got pulled. Rats. Do you think Bray or Matt will turn on each other first? I think Bray will turn on Matt eventually. Yeah, probably not going to be for a while, but that's what could possibly happen. Lesnar don't want to wrestle smaller guys. Bull crap, Brock. Roman doesn't deserve another title shot. Yeah, it definitely doesn't at this point. W writers are not what they used to be. Definitely. Nice picks. Sammy, that's a good pick. Yes. I think Samoa Joe is out of shape. Dakota thinks, really? Lawrence Exhaust is just going to leave early. Talk to you later. Nice review. Thanks for joining us, Lauren. Lauren said these people don't get pushed because Vince only likes big sweaty men. Sadly, but true. Triple H just needs to take over W already. Definitely. Yes. Take care, Lauren. Thanks for tuning in. I'll post the my both lists, of course, in the live and on the live chat, but in the description down below after the stream. So, guys, thanks still tuning in there. But that again, I just got to catch a live chat. But once again, just a review again, my list for Raw with number 10, Mojo Rawley, number 9, Bobby Roode, number 8, The Revival, number 7, Braun Strowman, number 6, Tyler Breeze, number 5, Baron Corbin, number 4, Apollo Crews, number 3, Chad Gable, number 2, Finn Balor, and number 1 is Sami Zayn. So those are my list for the top 10 for Raw. Now here's my top 10 for SmackDown Live. This one was a little bit tougher because there's not as many people on SmackDown Live, of course. So I had to go with a few that, are definitely getting opportunities, but, they just have to capitalize on them for the most part. So that's why my number 10 is somebody who is already in the main event scene right now. And yes, he's still polishing up his character, but with a recent heel turn, I think he's starting to get somewhere definitely, even though the WWE once again just can't book him the way he was, before in NXT. in NXT. So now he's been a heel, even though he was a heel for most of the run in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Shinsuke Nakamura is at number 10 because I know he can be a main event star. I know he can be that big superstar that he was down in NXT. So, I mean, I'm hoping that, with this heel turn, it's going to definitely lead him to that path for sure. So that's why my number 10 is Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 9 is Asuka. So Asuka now is on a different path in her career now. The streak is done, which, again, I was fine with her losing to Charlotte. And the loss felt like it meant something. It did solidify Charlotte as definitely one of the greatest of all time, I felt. And I say that again with the fact that I feel that I worry that with the lack of, serious talent up on the main roster for the women's division. We have some, but Asuka's already beaten some of the better ones, like in Sasha or Bayley or trying to think, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss. I mean, she didn't get to wrestle Paige because Paige can't wrestle anymore, but she has the talent. I mean, she's beaten all of them already. I feel like it would have been tough to try to keep that momentum and get people to still care about her winning all the time for another year. So I was fine with that. So now it's time to actually kind of like Asuka has the opportunity to extend her career because she can, go other avenues with her character besides by just winning. Because I really felt they could have only gone so far with that before Asuka suffered her first loss. So at least this allows her to have the opportunity to explore her character more and be more about everything else besides winning. So she definitely deserves opportunities, definitely deserves a run with the title. So I definitely look forward to seeing, hopefully Asuka still getting a good run. And she does move the SmackDown Live as well. So my number 9 is Asuka. Number 8, Gallows and Anderson of the Club. Great move, put him on SmackDown. I'm still surprised that Finn didn't move over also because they just put them together as the Balor Club. But once again, not even that long after they're put together, they get split up again. Just like we did with the Club and AJ, which is interesting now, the fact that they're both on the same brand. Will they tease something between the three of them again? Maybe. I don't know. But these guys are talented. I'm sorry. I mean, they should have been, those dominating kick-ass heel tag teams when they first came over. And they're doing great for the most part. At first, until the brand split happened. So they were separated by AJ, and they feud with the New Day. That's when everything went downhill. They tried. Here's the thing: Braun Strowman can be entertaining. He can be funny. The Club, though, that's not them. Especially with the whole thing with the doctors, ring post-itis, the retirement home things, and don't even get me started. The old day. The old day. Oh, that killed them. And it almost killed the New Day also. Somehow the New Day still is recovered, and they're still entertaining to me for the most part. But, man, that segment I see that segment in my nightmares all the time. And now they just walk around calling people nothing but a bunch of nerds. I was thinking today of the segment wherever they were cutting a promo on Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and Ambrose is not spoken the whole time. Finally takes the microphone, gets so quiet, looks into their faces and go, "Don't ever call me a nerd!" And he starts beating them up like, that's Dean Ambrose. But anyways, get back off track. These guys moving to SmackDown was definitely great for them. Freshening up their characters. Yes, they're baby faces now. I mean, they could, drop the whole nerd. I mean, I still don't like the whole nerd thing. But hopefully this move could get back on track. They definitely deserve to be, taken a lot more seriously than they are. They were the Raw Tag Champions last year. Remember that? Between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? But they sucked as Raw Tag Champions because they were fed to Roman Reigns every single week. Show us how seriously WWE took that Raw Tag Team division. Huh? 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 I don't know. It's just me. But definitely, Gallows and Anderson deserve a lot better than what they've gotten. Now, number 7. This one is going to be a little bit of a swerve because it's a superstar that has been on SmackDown for the past year. He is part of a tag team. But I do think this guy definitely has singles potential. I've been high on him since I first started watching back in 2013. And he had a good run with the Intercontinental Championship. And after that, he was directionless. Toured with this stable. First, they were a bunch of clowns, but then they became a very entertaining act. Big E. I think Big E, when it's time for the New Day to split, which could be sometime this year, I feel, because I feel like they are starting to run their course. and maybe time for them to split up and move on to other things. I think Big E has great singles potential. A singles run as a heel for Big E, I think he could be a very dangerous competitor. I think he definitely has world championship caliber potential as well. You can give him another mid-card run, but I think he's ready to be a world champion. I personally think he is. And when that time comes, he's going to definitely kill it. So that's why he's on this list. My number 7, Big E. Number 6, speaking of big, somebody just made his return to WWE after being out since last August with a knee injury last year, and is no other than Big Cass, a.k.a., as I like to call him, Big Ass. After that, he had that moment where the camera shot, his head was blocking off the C on the Titantron, and it said, Big Ass. But anyways, Big Cass, yes, definitely. As I said, I definitely thought they split him and Enzo up way too early. Way too early. Yes, I know Vince is high on him, but they didn't get good booking as the entertaining tag team they were down at NXT. And heck, they made everybody hate Enzo Amore, sadly, unfortunately, and now Enzo's gone. But a lot of people do definitely give him crap though because of the terrible match he had with the Big Show at SummerSlam last year, which I definitely agree. That was a train wreck, well, mainly because of Enzo Amore's involvement. But it wasn't Cass's fault. Cass can cut great promos. Cass can definitely be a great wrestler. He shows so much potential already. And I think him feuding with Daniel Bryan coming back and going to SmackDown Live will be a best bet for him. I definitely think – I see that Vince is very high on him. Hopefully they'll at least book him well and not book him like Roman Reigns or something. Hopefully he's not the next Roman Reigns or whatnot, pretty much Big Cass. But I see a lot of singles potential in him as well. I think he'll definitely get some good opportunities this year as well and build him up to being a main event star. So as long as he stays healthy, I think he should be a great asset to SmackDown as well. So that's my number 6, Big Cass. Let's check the live chat. Actually, Lauren's back. She's saying for the SmackDown one. Okay. Mike, please do your Shinsuke impression. Which one, Robbie? Which one do you want me to do? Do you want to talk about the sticks and stones that break my bones, the words never hurt me, or Renee? I don't speak English. I got Robbie always requests some good impressions. I have some good ones up my sleeve. I think Asuka lost all value when she lost. The thing is, like I said before, because I was starting thinking, when Asuka would lose, her career is pretty much over. Like, if she's going to go on and win for another year, then what else is she going to have to show after that? That's why I said before, I'm fine with her losing now, because now they can focus on another character for her to make her seem credible besides just winning. So that's why I was cool with that. Asuka's still great. Becky versus Asuka needs to happen on SmackDown, definitely. AJ in the club reformation, please. Sure. New Day need to go away. Put Kofi back on a singles run also. I like New Day, but I definitely am starting to think they're starting to, run their course for now. Kofi can definitely go on and at least be a mid-card contender still again also, because Kofi's still awesome. Or as my friends call him, Kutch, because he looks like Andrew McCutcheon. Miss you, Kutch. Don't like New Day. And turn Big E heel and Xavier Wood mid-card. Xavier Woods definitely has improved a heck of a lot since joining the New Day. She can't stand them. Too childish. AJ in the club, definitely. The club are still face right now. Turn the bar face, sure, definitely. But no one like Sheamus. I go back. Sheamus is a good worker. A lot of people don't like him. The problem is he's not never really had that great of a world title run for the most part. I definitely think he's a hard worker. Just sometimes he does lack in character. But Sheamus is definitely someone I definitely appreciate for all of his work. Orton heel turn soon. I think it could be possible. I don't know if they'll do it when he feuds with Jeff. But I think at this point, I'm starting to feel they may just keep Orton more so as like a tweener, I feel. Like one of those guys who he can feud with anybody, but he won't commit to one side fully. I'm starting to see that a little more with Randy Orton, I feel. So if anything, I think he's going to at least be going tweener here soon to finish off his career. Doubtful because the mid-card, him and Jeff are the only two baby faces. That's true. Lauren says, I like Sheamus. It's just WWE's effed up his character on his return to WWE after his heel turn. The heel turn was definitely the right time. I think he even requested too. I mean, he winning Money in the Bank was perfect, but then they booked him like crap after that. They completely just, squandered on him. I was liking what he was doing at the beginning of his heel run in 2015, but yeah, definitely agree. It didn't book him right at all. Um, Dakota also likes Sheamus. Rusev needs a face turn. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Dakota. Amen. Jeff and Orton should be main event, not mid card. Yes, definitely. They both deserve that. sorry, no speak English. I like Nakamura as a heel more. He's definitely did a great job. Asuka turning heel soon. She could. I mean, I thought she did turn heel on her last run in NXT because she was starting to get that more of a cocky attitude, but she was kind of being treated more like a tweener. But I definitely think she should definitely have a heel run also. Robbie says Big E is a former NXT champion. That is correct. Who beat Seth Rollins for the belt because he was a second NXT champion, Big E. But it's a shame they never mention that. That is true. They never do. And same with an honorable mention also, Bo Dallas. I think it's too late for him at this point. Him and Curtis Axel. They both also on Raw. I want to see them get opportunities also, but it's probably too late for him, unfortunately. Xavier Woods is the best member anymore. He always gets the wins. I mean, that is true, Dakota. He does get the wins most of the time anymore for their team. I mean, I give him credit. Again, I didn't really like Xavier Woods at all. Even when the New Day first formed, I still didn't like Xavier Woods. But after a while, he became entertaining, and I noticed his in-ring action also improved a lot also. But I definitely have gained a lot more respect for I'm a lot more of a fan of Xavier Woods also because he's definitely improved a heck of a lot. Do you like heels or faces more? It just depends on the character, I guess, how entertaining you are. I mean, it's a shame, to say that I maybe had to revert towards like heels more because I feel like more of them become successful with their characters and then eventually do turn into solid baby faces as we discussed before. So I'd say maybe heels, but, there's definitely baby faces also out there, enjoy also. But once again, they had to go through heel turns forced to get to the level they're at because WWE can't book purebred baby faces. It's about a tie for me, she said. Vince wants Dallas gone for the reason he keeps him is because he is Bray Wyatt's brother. My goodness, both of them deserve so much better. At least Bray's finally in somewhere. Imagine Jeff Hardy as a heel. Has Jeff Hardy ever been heel? I wouldn't mind seeing that. Interesting. Good point there, guys. Guys, thank you for stopping the live chat. When we continue on with the list here, we got to the first 5 for SmackDown. First 5, again, from 10 to 6. Again, Shinsuke Nakamura, number 10. Number 9, Asuka. Number 8, The Club. Number 7 is Big E. Number 6 is Big Cass, or Big Ass. Number 5. Tye Dillinger. My goodness, was he one of the hottest things in NXT towards the end of 2016 into 2017. He was so over then. Even Tye Dillinger was a heel for a good part of his run in NXT also. And the WWE finally turned him face like last summer. And my goodness, he was so over. I mean, yes, like Tyler Breeze, Tyler, but like Tyler Breeze, I don't expect him to be a world champion. He could have been, a great mid-card wrestler. I mean, when he first came up, I'm always saying him and Miz, IC title. Him and Miz, IC title. It will work match. It will work out great, be awesome. They've done absolutely nothing with him up on the main roster. And then they're keeping him off TV because Vince doesn't like the 10 chance. It's what made the guy. Why do you bring the guy up to the main roster in the first place? That's what developmental is for, right? To build stars up, polish them up the way they can perform on the main roster. It just drives me nuts. Why bring people up to the main roster if you're going to just change their whole character again to begin with? It makes no sense. Yet you give Jinder Mahal freaking title opportunities. Sorry, guys, I ran on Jinder enough. We're not going to talk about him because he's finally going back to catering on Raw. But yes. I forgot what we've been talking about now. Yeah, Tye Dillinger. My goodness. One of the hottest baby faces in NXT before he got called up last year. To do absolutely nothing with him. The best thing he's done on the main roster is he was not really the best thing because, he was the victim of it. When he was Stan. Remember, hey, you, buddy, what's your name? Stan. Oh, see? I just kicked Stan. Calm down, son. I still love that segment. That's hilarious. But yeah, Stan, Tye Dillinger, Perfect 10. He's a joke now. He's a joke. Deserves opportunities, definitely. He's my number 5 on the list. Half a 10. Number 4 is somebody who's kind of in the same boat as Braun Strowman. He's had some good momentum on the main roster already, but they haven't quite capitalized on him yet. I mean, he's been injured during his first 2. Well, last WrestleMania, he wasn't injured. He just didn't have anything for him. This year, he was injured, though. Samoa Joe is on SmackDown, which people are saying, what if it happens? I'm like, could, but I wasn't expecting it, and it happened. But I feel like it's starting to get a point where they have to do something with Samoa Joe also, capitalize on him also, like Braun Strowman. You know, he could be, an Intercontinental champion or a U.S. champion. He could be a world champion. Heck, he's ready to be a world champion. I was hoping he would be Brock Lesnar last year, Great Balls of Fire. I'm sorry. Let me say that in Vince's voice. Great Balls of Fire. Good, it's great balls of fire. I'm going a little nuts here, guys. I'm not high on anything, I promise you. But yeah, so Samoa Joe, I feel like he's in the same boat as Braun Strowman. Yes, he's entertaining, gets great promos. He's won some big matches. He's been losing some big matches lately. He lost the Intercontinental Championship match to Roman Reigns before the Royal Rumble, but that was a pretty darn good match, give him credit for it. And Reigns will have another match at Backlash, which should be good, but what's he going to take away from it? But it's time also that they capitalize on Samoa Joe also, I feel. So that's why my number 4 has good momentum, but they need to capitalize on him. Number 4 is Samoa Joe. Number 3, the first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion, who they've done nothing with since. And every time they look about to do something with her, they don't. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is so talented. She's a great women's wrestler. She's entertaining. She's nice. She's funny. She's beautiful. I can get rid of that. And she's talented. And she's loved. But she just constantly gets booked to lose. She was the Survivor Series, Women's SmackDown Survivor Series captain last year. Why? Just for her to get taken out really early. She's directional, so they're not doing anything with her. I mean, I wouldn't mind, even if they wanted to turn her heel and have her be Miss Money in the Bank this year. I wouldn't mind that happening. That'd probably be my biggest choice right now, is to see that happen with her. Be Miss Money in the Bank, face or heel, either way. I like to see it. Becky just deserves so much more. Like she's the Sami Zayn of the women's division, except the fact she hasn't really gotten quite to the level Sami Zayn is yet. But it's like, come on. What are you waiting for? She's one of the 4 horsewomen. She's talented. She's great in the ring. She's good on the mic. What are you guys waiting for? Why are you not giving the Irish last kicker, whatever it is. I can't even remember now. Opportunities either. Number 3 is Becky Lynch. Number 2, he's part of a tag team right now. Now, he's only part of a tag team because his tag team partner we just talked about before is apparently injured with spinal stenosis. Now, you could keep them together as a stable if you want and have this guy get a singles run, but it's time this guy starts getting singles titles again. Cesaro. What does this guy not have? He's developed a better character. He's been such a much better wrestler. He's improved. He was good before, but he's even better now, especially since he turned face in 2015, and sadly, him and Tyson Kidd had to drop their tag. Their tag team, the Brass Ring Club, they were called because of Tyson Kidd's injury, which he was also another underrated talent. Also, but my goodness, like the guy is amazing. Like, he can fly, he can wrestle pretty much any style. He's gotten better on a microphone. He's got his own gimmick now, pretty much with the whole James Bond 007 thing. Me and Sheamus are a great tag team, but it's time Cesaro gets some singles titles. I mean, he was a U.S. champion when he first came up back in 2012 or 2013, and he was so over. But what happened? As Paul Heyman would say, I don't know if you guys know this. I've probably said this already a few times, but the reason why Paul Heyman and Cesaro were put together in 2014 was because the WWE needed an excuse to keep Paul Heyman on television in between WrestleMania and SummerSlam, so that way he can keep gloating about Brock Lesnar conquering the Undertaker's streak. Just build that up. It was supposed to allow Cesaro to get more attention, but it didn't work because the WWE didn't give him the opportunities. Cesaro on SmackDown is excellent. He wanted to be on SmackDown back at the draft. Remember that the little shoot promo he cut in the interview, pretty much at the draft or a few weeks after the draft, also leading up to his feud with Sheamus, leading them being a tag team. Yeah, The guy's talented. I think it was Lauren or Dakota wanted to say earlier. You need to turn them face. I agree. I mean, yes, their heel run worked. Awesome. But now, they've run their course. They've won the tag titles 4 times now. I mean, you can give them a 5th one on SmackDown if you want. But it's time to at least give Cesaro some singles runs also. Give him a world title opportunity. Heck, if you want to keep him a heel, AJ Styles versus Cesaro for the WWE Championship. Boom. I just booked the match right now. I just booked that. Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan in an Iron Man match. Yeah. Those two could tear it up for a whole hour if you want to give him that. Cesaro deserves opportunities. Probably one of the most underrated talent I definitely feel on the roster. Most underutilized as well. Yes, he's been great as in the tag team division, but it's time he starts winning some singles titles. He's been ready for how many years now? He's been ready ever since he pretty much solidified him as a solid main eventer. I feel since he had those 2 excellent U.S. Open Challenge matches with John Cena in 2015. 2 outstanding matches, for crying out loud. I give both Cena and Cesaro the credit. But that's my number 2, Cesaro. And number 1, it could be the whole tag team itself, or it could be just one guy in general. The man who was supposed to win the WWE Championship last year before it got put on Jinder freaking Mahal. I'm talking about Rusev. The guy was built up with an undefeated streak. He eventually became U.S. champion when he first came up to the main roster in 2014. Yes, he lost to John Cena, and even though the loss what destroyed was what sent Rusev on his downhill slump, making him a broken man pretty much. Like I kept saying, is he hurt his ankle, he lost Lana. He was out with Summer Rae though. Ruru, remember that at all, guys. But that storyline just went nowhere, especially after Lana got injured and their engagement got leaked on the internet. So Rusev hasn't been the same since. Rusev's ready to be a world champion. I keep saying this how many times. Rusev is the new Wade Barrett. Somebody who, I mean, yes, I understand, Rusev is probably more meant to be a heel, but what do you guys have to lose at this point? He's getting positive reactions. He's not been a babyface yet. Give it a shot. Wade Barrett even said, he was for them to give him a shot as a babyface because his bad news gimmick was getting a positive response. I mean, yes, I understand they're trying to have him come across as a heel, but why not go for it? I mean, yes, they're getting over, but it's working. Don't you want that? Don't you want these guys to be successful? But no, the WWE has to sabotage them because they have to be their creation. They have to get over because of them, not because of the person itself or the crowd. Nope. And Rusev's suffering. I thought Rusev was leaving after they put him in this match with Taker. I'm sorry, I am not happy about that match at all. I mean, yes, seeing Taker is cool, but what's this going to do? This is Rusev going to lose yet again, and he's getting a babyface reaction. He's had 3 U.S. title runs. Wait, 2 or 3? 2, I think. Just 2. Is that right? Yeah, just 2. I'm sorry, just 2. But, he doesn't need another mid-card title run. He is ready to be a world champion. He should have been the one with Jinder Mahal's title reign last year. Heck, I wasn't even taking The Miz taking the title off of Randy Orton last year, having that run. Or Bray Wyatt, for crying out loud. But no, they gave it to a guy who's just, as I said, they tried to make gold from poop in Jinder Mahal. Rusev was supposed to win the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank last year. But no. He deserves so much better. He deserves that babyface run. He needs to turn babyface. But I can guarantee you this. If Rusev does not turn face by the end of this year, I could definitely see him leaving the company sometime soon. And I don't blame him at all. They've teased a release with him here and there. He's been given nothing but crap ever since his engagement with Lana got leaked online, which things happen, though. I'm sorry. Things happen. I get you have guidelines of your policies, but things happen. People deserve second chances. It's not like he killed a man or anything like that, It's not like that. Rusev, though, definitely deserves so much more than he's getting. That's why he is my number 1. And I'm sorry, I didn't turn it into a rant, guys. It's supposed to be a positive, but, there had to be a little bit of ranting in this stream as well about some people who are not getting opportunities. But let's go through my top 10 list for SmackDown again real quick here. Number 10 was Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 9, Asuka. Number 8, The Club. Number 7, Big E. Number 6, Big Cass. Number 5, Tye Dillinger. Number 4, Samoa Joe. Number 3, Becky Lynch. Number 2, Cesaro. And number 1, Rusev. I will make sure to put both these lists in the description box down below. Live chat. Let's see what's going on here. I need to catch up. Let me see here. Where did I go? Dakota. Okay, so we were before I went back to we were talking about Jeff Hardy being a heel. Dakota said he sucks as a heel. They tried it in 2003 in TNA. He was a heel, not WWE. He was in the 2000 feud with RVD 2003. Yeah, awesome. Cool. I probably definitely check that out. Why are NXT so much more popular than we are nowadays? Because Triple H is in charge of that show, and he actually makes all the talent feel important, and it actually feels like everything matters. And just want to make roster again a bunch of filler matches, pretty much. That's probably why. Jeff wasn't really a heel; he was a tweener. I'm not sure about that ladder match at Takeover was 5-star. That ladder match was awesome. Don't see Joe making Jeff tap. I've only seen Jeff tap once. Hey, T and Coop. Robbie's we're substituting people in for like other parodies or else. Robbie says, "Hey, T and Coupon, buddy, what's your name?" Josh. Sweet Chin's music. You see, Mike, I just kicked Josh. You're a genius, Robbie. That's why I like you. Oh, I love this one. Where Robbie said, Bexplex City. Or as, of course, they say, Bexplex City, bitch. Last kicker. Hey, Mike, I'm Irish, and I wouldn't mind kissing Becky Lynch. Score! Hi, Tien. Tien Couponer is not here again, though. So shout out to Tien and Couponer also. Thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. I don't know if you guys saw the video he posted a couple days ago, but I guess there was a fire at his grandmother's house, and some people in his family suffered some injuries, and his grandmother passed away, unfortunately. So definitely our thoughts and prayers are for our good friend Tien Couponer and his family as well, definitely. Lauren said, idea for next stream, you should do 10 most overpushed stars on SmackDown and Raw. I can maybe try to go with that. I mean, it might be tough because there really ain't too many I feel are being overpushed besides Roman. Maybe a few others also. I'm not sure, but that would be a good idea. That would be definitely a possibility. I'm not sure when I'll do my next stream because I won't be able to do one next week. Roman is 1 to 10, pretty much. Vince doesn't like Cesaro. That is complete bullcrap. I don't understand why. I don't know why Cesaro is good. Yes, he is good. That's why he's not pushed. Vince feels Cesaro isn't WWE Championship material. Vince can just go shove it. His finish is good in every thing. Mike, what did you think of that R-Truth Tye Dillinger segment from SmackDown? Guys, I'm sorry, but I really don't like that whole gimmick with R-Truth just, pretending to just, forget things. I just think it's annoying. I mean, R-Truth, I'm sure, is talented in his own ways pretty much, but besides that heel run in 2011 he's just never really impressed me. I just thought it was definitely just awkward. I'm just like, really? I was going to say, really? I got to say that. Lauren's tired. Checking out those sweet dreams. Love you guys. Great stream as always. Thank you for tuning in, Lauren, as well. Yeah, definitely prayers for T and Couponer. Hope you're doing well, buddy, if you definitely watched this stream. But guys, again, those are both of my top 10 lists. Again, guys, if you'd like to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below for your top 10 lists as well, please feel free to do so. Of course, get the plug in again for, the usual. So comments down below. Like and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. Check out my Backlash predicted match card also I did for this week, and also my reviews for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, all of them. You can go back and watch this one if you didn't get to watch the whole thing of it. And again, next week, guys, don't forget, I'm going to be going on vacation next week. I leave Tuesday. I will be reviewing Raw on Monday night, but I'm going to go live as soon as the show gets off the air because I got to be up for 5 o'clock next morning. Robbie, I'm going to be out in your time zone for a week, so I'll be a little bit north. I'll look at them like, hey, Robbie, what's going on, man? But yeah, so I'll be out of town for a whole week. I leave next Tuesday, and I'll come back to the following Tuesday. But again, I'm taking my computers out there with me so I can do work while I'm out there also. So I will try my best to stay up to date with what's going on, and hopefully still be able to get my reviews. And if not, anything that I'm not able to get up to date on with, I will do as soon as I get back the following Tuesdays. So again, to stay patient with me, guys, and just, also pray for safe travels. Safe travels. This is the first time in 14 years I'm traveling by air. But yeah, anything else in the live chat before we leave? Do you think Jeff will win Money in the Bank like I'm hearing? There's rumors of Jeff winning it. I wouldn't mind Jeff winning Money in the Bank at all. Not against that at all. Maybe Samoa Joe also a possibility. If Elias is more of a wrestler, I mean, I like Elias' character is awesome. I agree he's not definitely one of the greatest wrestlers. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Elias someday being Money in the Bank either. If he's somebody else, well, I didn't put Elias on the list because I feel like he's got his niche as more of like as a character. I feel like he's more of a character gimmick and not much of like a wrestler gimmick as well. So I don't expect him to really be like world champion or anything like that. But yeah, Elias wouldn't be too bad of a Money in the Bank winner either. I feel Jeff's an awesome idea though. Samoa Joe, I wouldn't mind seeing. If they want to try Baron Corbin again and give him a better push and not cut his momentum, I wouldn't mind him either. Who else might want to see Money in the Bank? I don't know. I definitely gotta think about that before they come out with who's gonna be Money in the Bank. Which again, I'm hoping it's gonna be just 2 ladder matches, men and women. Don't do 4 briefcases. Have 2 for each brand. That's not gonna look good at all. But have have it be 2 ladder matches, 8 wrestlers, 4 from each brand. We'll do it that way. I'll definitely do some type of we should do something like a fantasy video for Money in the Bank also if need be. But yeah, let's see here. Smackdown live review. I'll try again. I'll try to do, but I'm going to be getting. Well, let me think here. I'm going to be getting in 2:30 Pacific West time, so I should be able to, unless if any other plans come up though. But if not, I'll try to do it again sometimes. But Raw definitely is going to be Monday night for sure. But again, everything else is up in the air next week with me being on vacation. But I'll try to definitely again keep updates. I mean, I'll try to also catch the Greatest Royal Rumble, but I definitely want to explore the area my sister lives in also. So but yeah, and also of course, since he's in the live chat, I gotta give a good shout to my good friend, Mr. Robbie One Kenobi, as always, because as I keep saying, guys, Robbie, my good friend, and I wouldn't just say this because he's my friend, but Robbie wants to be a writer for the WWE. He wants to take Road Dogg's ass, drag it right out of that chair, sit down right in there, and just write all the gold he has coming from his hands. Take that gold and writing it all over the paper and writing those storylines to make these wrestlers great and credible. And my Donald Trump impression I got to do first. You make it so great. Robbie, you're going to make Raw so great. Vince will be so impressed. SmackDown's going to be so awesome. Road Dogg will be out of his mind. He could not believe anything you're going to be saying out there. But yes, anyways, Robbie makes great fantasy videos. And I definitely encourage him to still make some more of them also. Some of the other ideas he's definitely pitched to me. Recently, the last one I think he made was the Game On or Game Over, a fantasy idea for a match between Triple H and Cedric Alexander. And the Cruiserweights also could have been on these top 10 lists also, I say, too. They would give more chances at the Cruiserweight division. But anyways, but yeah, just to endorse Robbie also, Robbie, great friend of mine, has a lot of great ideas that I think is just gold, which is why we always say to each other, you're a genius, Robbie, that's why I like you. But yeah. So yeah, definitely, if you check out his channel, subscribe. Also check out Lauren's. I gotta check out, see what Dakota has also, and also Hassan, who I definitely have to watch his review also from the Superstar Shakeup. I'll definitely have to check that out. My apologies again. I've just been trying to get a lot done this week with me going out of town next week. But yeah, please check out all their channels as well. And also, if you like Robbie's stuff, please leave the hashtag going. Please sign Robbie. Any videos that Robbie does a fantasy booking, please share them on Twitter. Tag the WWE. Tag Vince McMahon, tag Triple H, tag Stephanie McMahon for crying out loud. Tag anybody that's going to get Robbie in. Hashtag please sign Robbie. Hashtag fire Road Dogg. Anything else in the live chat before I go out? Lauren checked out already. Every time Carmelo wins, it's a celebration. Yes. Cedric is like the only good cruiserweight. I mean, definitely the cruiserweights are definitely they've gotten a lot better since Triple H took over. I definitely think 205 Live is a lot better show to watch. But Cedric Alexander is the one for sure now that's definitely ready to be more than just a cruiserweight. Definitely. But yeah, Robbie, Dakota, Lauren, Hassan, all you guys, thanks for tuning in for this special live streaming. I didn't think I was going to do one at first, but then I'm like, you know what? Just do it. You'll have fun. Sharing the true top 10 lists for Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, I'll leave my lists in the description box below. But guys, that is pretty much it. I don't see anything else in the live chat. That should be it. But guys, thank you again for tuning in. I'm checking out, guys. I will probably see you guys Monday night probably for my live review of Monday Night Raw. Again, I'll be going live as soon as Raw gets done because as soon as I finish our review, I'm hitting the hay, jetting out west on Tuesday. So guys, thanks again for tuning in live. I'll see you all later. I'm checking out. Till then, guys, peace, everybody.